And my kids aren't here tonight, so I can say whatever I want. Listen to your mother. Sometimes it's what the mother doesn't say or realize that shapes the lives of her children. I am the mother of 2 boys and a pediatrician, and I'm married to a pediatrician. That means that my boys grew up with professionals, not professional parents, but physicians trained to treat, advise, and assist thousands of parents each year. We can start IVs, resuscitate a failing heart, and guide children through the push and pull of family life toward the goal of independence. Problems with your daughter's periods? I'll help you with that. Problems with your son's ankle sprain? Here's what you do. That's the ideal. But in reality, we were just parents. The parents of 2 boys who were 2 years and 4 months apart, who played, fought, tricked, schemed, tortured, and endured their lives while their parents worked, shared, cooperated, and felt confident in their abilities. As parents, we celebrated the successes, held hands through the losses, and urged, prayed, and guided each of our boys toward adulthood. And we thought it all went smoothly, until I asked Kevin, our younger son, at age 20, to copy our home videos from Betamax. We were the last suckers to fall for that technology. Onto DVDs. At this point, let me diverge to breastfeeding. It tells you how different my boys are. I breastfed Patrick, my first son, until 10 months of age. Then he went to a cup. He was precocious, independent, and efficient. He is now an engineer. Need I say more? Once, when I told the La Leche League leader that I stopped breastfeeding at 10 months, she said, "Why would you do that?" Wasn't my fault. Kevin, my younger son, breastfed far longer, and I won't say how long. He has asked, and I haven't told him, so I won't tell you. Suffice it to say that I breastfed far past the nutritional benefit and past the time where his grandmother said, "He doesn't need a nurse, he can eat a sandwich." Well, back to the video transfer. My younger son handed over the DVDs and pointed out one video he felt summarized his problematic time in 3rd through 5th grade, the time when he had a lot of belly pain and trouble sleeping. The video showed our home at Christmas. The mantle was decorated with the holiday Santas and stockings hung above the hearth. The action began as Patrick entered the living room attired in jeans and an army fatigue jacket and wielding the royal vacuum. He approached Kevin, chained, I hope with plastic links, to a chair, one of my nice dining room chairs, in front of the hearth. Patrick, vacuum hose slung over his shoulder, was using the crevice tool to vacuum the restrained Kevin, including his ears and his mouth. Kevin wasn't hurt, but when I saw the video, I was in shock. This happened to my sensitive Kevin? My gentle Patrick did this? This happened in front of my 5 Santa display of Christmas joy? After seeing the video, I looked over at Kevin, who said, "This is what I lived through." He's such an even guy, he even phrased it to maintain a balance. All I could think of was, where was I? How did this happen in my home? And then Kevin said, "I'm sending a copy of this to Patrick." Patrick, 22 years old, who at this point is portrayed as the Cain to Abel and lived the life of the most able, received the DVD and responded, "Who do you think took the picture? Who held the camera?" I had to admit, I hadn't thought of that. If Kevin was chained to a chair and Patrick was vacuuming him, who filmed it? I was at a loss. Then Patrick said, "Your babysitter, Krista. She taught us a lot of things. She taught us how to flick a Bic lighter over and over onto paper and then drop the flecks onto a flame to see them sparkle. That was so cool. Krista, the babysitter, my teenage patient, the daughter of my friend, the talented, inspired, free-spirited docent of my boys. So, a few years later, it all comes around and comes together. Patrick and Kevin are now good friends. They laugh about the antics and compete against each other in triathlons. Patrick is an engineer, and 4 months ago, he and his wife welcomed their first child, Margot. To see Patrick hold his daughter and change her diaper is an affirmation of parenting that surpasses all others. Kevin is still compassionate and giving. He's graduating from dental school this Saturday and getting married in July. Patrick is his best man. The babysitter is artistically creative, has only one tattoo that I know of, and is a film editor in California. We are Facebook friends. She's been in a committed relationship for 8 years, but isn't sure she wants to be a parent. I want to think that I am the only one who formed my boys. On generous days, I know my husband played a larger role than I did. I am proud of the men my boys have become. I want to think that I am a huge part of it. I want to think that my husband and I are the best role models there are in the world. But for the most part, I think my sons remind me that their parents formed the best framework they could, and beyond that, each son pushed, pulled, prodded, prayed, and sometimes vacuumed to find his own way in the world. And I think each of my sons did a great job, and by the way, so did the babysitter.